I have
You
not.
didn't
No,
say
I
the
have
thing,
not.
but you said that you knew something that she did to her boyfriend that you could hold against her, that you weren't going to reveal at this time, that would make everyone in this house want her
Well,
out the next
if
day.
that's the case, didn't you guys hold that in your back pocket and save it to use it against me? I mean, aren't you doing exactly what you're accusing me of doing?
No, because it wasn't a personal thing about her. It wasn't something that you've done to somebody outside this
Well,
house.
do you know what the personal thing is?
No, I don't.
Right, nor would I have ever said a word about it. So if I said that in a flippant moment, for 5 seconds, and that's what's going to send me out of the house, fine. I don't even remember saying that, honestly, but if you say I said it, maybe not. For all I know, your dad was sitting out on the patio when I was in the hot tub with her having that conversation. He could have overheard the conversation and just been waiting to use it against me. I mean, there's no way of sifting through it. All I can say is there's no way in hell that I would ever do anything. In fact, I was the one who sat Amber down and said, Amber, please stop, looking at people's whatevers and poking people's whatevers and this and that. You have someone you really care about back home. Don't do anything inside of the house to jeopardize that. If I was the dickhead I'm being painted out to be, I would have gone and repeated it to everyone. I didn't say a word. I mean, it's just tough to go out on a game move or whatever is one thing. To go out on personal things and personal who I am and things that I would never do it's below the belt, and I don't believe you to be a below the belt person. Which is why I wanted to discuss it with you, because it is coming at your hands. And just like you're saying no one before me has, I mean, you know full well, I was never given a fair chance. I was never asked, did you do these things, or what's your explanation for them? I was told I did them.
But at the same time, and I'm not, at the same time, the same thing happened with Nick last week, except, but I'm not taking it to that, Eric. I asked Nick, and he told me, talking to me and convincing me that it wasn't the truth.
Then I guess
but that affects me too. That affects me a lot in this game, and not just me. It affects Amber. It affects my dad. It affects everybody because it affects the way that they're thinking.
That's correct, and I guess the response to that is what I need to do when I leave here is pick up a phone and call Nick and tell him I know what it feels like and I'm sorry. Because just like you guys all thought that about Nick, and then when Nick left, it was maybe not. It's going to be the same thing. Whether or not you guys choose to frame it that way or not, I'm telling you, and it makes no difference because we all know I'm in deep, deep trouble right now. When it's not me, it's just going to be someone else. And then it'll be on to blaming the next person. Just like it wasn't Nick, and it isn't me. So I can only tell you, if these were the mistakes that were made, then we all need to go back and look over history, because history is just going to keep on repeating itself down the line until whoever's doing it, is picked off for another reason, or until whoever's doing it is left standing in the end. But,